I'm going to start off with a very simple one to make locked blades out of folding knives. So without further ado, I have made one previously and shown it to you before, but I didn't actually show you how I made it. It works very well. And there's just no movement on it whatsoever. Put it back into a nice thick workable piece. You've got to think ahead with this a little bit. You want it to wrap around the knife, which is actually quite a long way, and get it roughly in the right shape. Trying to keep it quite thick. And it's a case of just wrapping it round. Pulling the excess off and adjusting everything. You want it to be underneath that notch in there because that notch is there for a reason on the blade. That tiny little notch. We won't be actually using that for this, but you need that for when you're carving and things, that notch or access to it. So then we're going to put a rough thumb shape in so it feels vaguely comfortable. Now this is the key. You must maintain pressure at all times so that you hold it like this just for a long time, fairly long time, just so it gains purchase in various places. But before it becomes completely solid, it's all about timing really. You want to make sure that you can take it off. Inside there you'll see the grooves. Then it's just a case of slipping it back on. If you've done it right, those grooves will click into their slots and that will be quite hard to budget. There is a bit of a weak point along there where the plastic's joined, so I would quickly heat that up as quick as I could. There's a lighter when you need it. Okay. So there's quite a lump there which actually would be better off over this way. So now that crack line shouldn't be quite so visible. There is another little bit there, or that joining line. And that's pretty much it. Just wait for this new bit that we melted to cool down a little bit and try popping it off and see how it works. Bloody aircraft. Right, okay, so let's have a look. It might need a bit of working, but that clipped off quite nicely, so I'm quite happy with that. The grooves are even better than they were. I would recommend putting an up and a down on this, just so that you make sure you get it the right way, because that is easily mistaken. And it clicks off and things in, which is what I love about this the most. Not the neatest. You could spend your time on this, make it a lot neater, but that is basically it. Now we have, hopefully it's dried enough, cooled enough, a fixed blade that just won't budge, depending how thick this plastic is, but you don't need it very thick, to be fair. Then afterwards, always be careful taking that thing off. That should clip on to the end. Not as securely as it does with the blade out, but enough for you to pop it on there. That's basically it. Very quick one, very simple one, but very useful in this country with our very strict laws. Yeah, I've done it with nearly all of my folding blades. I have a Victorinox pruning blade here, which again is the same method. It clicks on and clicks off. It's a little bit thinner, this one, but yeah, there is a bit of movement because it's thinner, but not enough for it to close on your hands, which is my main issue with these folding knives. If you're working with difficult angles, pop this on and you won't cut yourself. There you go. Hopefully that wraps that up. Next time, see you soon.